What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a beginner's Pilates core workout. If we've not met before, my name's Margaret. I'm 25. I live in Arizona. I'm a Pilates instructor, and every month we are doing a beginner's Pilates week. We're kicking it off with a core workout. If you want a little bit of a longer warm-up, I'll link last month's warm-up up in the cards. You can go ahead and start there. If not, we'll go ahead and get right in. Go ahead and come down to a comfortable seated position on your mat. You can sit cross-legged, legs out in front of you, wherever you feel most comfortable. Hands are gonna come to the tops of your legs, and we'll start by taking a nice deep inhale. You can roll your shoulders up towards your ears to make it a full body breath. And we'll take a big exhale, relax the shoulders down and back. We'll do 3 more like that. Inhale to bring the shoulders up. Exhale to drop the shoulders down and back, good. 2 more, inhale to bring the shoulders up. Exhale, we'll drop them down and back. This will be our last one. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, we'll drop them down and back. From here, I want you to bring the arms out into a T. On your inhale, we're just gonna lift the arms up over the shoulders. Good, exhale, we'll drop it right back down. Doesn't have to be huge, you can keep it a pretty tiny movement, that's fine. Good, 2 more. Good. From here, we'll drop the right hand down to the mat. On your inhale, we're gonna reach that left arm up overhead. Good, and just keep moving like that. Exhale, we'll pull back up through center. Feel that nice big release at the left side of your body. If the side of your body's a little bit tight, you'll feel it here for sure. Try to keep both of your hips down on the mat. Good, if you're feeling good here, we can add in a little bit of rotation with that left shoulder rotating down towards the mat. Good, open it right back up. We'll keep moving like that. Good, 2 more. Last one. There we go. Good, same thing over on the other side. Left hand comes down, we inhale, reach that right arm up and over. Exhale, we'll pull back up through center. Good, keep moving like that. Woo, deep breaths. I don't know why, a side bend really gets me like in the right kind of mindset to get into moving my body. Good, if you want to, you can add in the rotation, taking that right arm, rotating the right shoulder down towards the mat. Good, just make sure you take that one slowly. We're doing a lot with the spine there. We're getting some deep lateral flexion, and then we're getting rotation through the spine. So it's a coupled movement. If you have issues with your back, maybe don't do this one. And you'll know if you can't do coupled movements, I promise. 2 more like that. This will be 2. Good. And last one. Ooh, okay, good. From here, we're gonna swing the legs around so that your legs come out in front of you. I'm gonna pull my hair back because it's gonna get annoying and I just feel it. Feet are gonna come out about hips distance apart. I want you to have a little bend at the knees, and we'll bring the hands right behind the legs. We're gonna start off in a half roll back. Now, we've done this before, and I know we have, so you're gonna be totally fine. Inhale, we'll sit up nice and tall, reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, we think about drawing belly button to spine, pulling hips to ribs, starting to roll back onto the hips. Now, you don't have to get very far. You'll feel a little bit of engagement right through the center of your body, and then we'll exhale to pull everything right back. We'll keep moving like that. Inhale, prepare, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, draw belly button to spine, start to roll back right to about where your sacrum is, right above that tailbone. Good, inhale at the bottom, another big exhale, we take it back up. Good, 2 more like that. And last one. Good, on this one, we'll lift the arms away. We'll keep moving like this. See if you can get a little bit further down. Keep your feet still though. That gets a little bit tricky. Right, I always feel my feet want to lift off of the mat. So if you start to feel your feet lifting, you've gone a little bit too far, it's okay. There's a lot of power in small movements, so don't worry so much if it's not the biggest movement that you can do. It doesn't have to be. Whew, 2 more like this. 2. Last one, we're gonna take it down, we'll hold it there. So about halfway down, just hold it. We'll add in a little bit of rotation. So we'll take the right arm, open the right arm out towards the right, gaze follows those right fingertips, exhale, we'll pull back in. Inhale, same thing on the left. Good, we'll do 2 more each side, nothing crazy. And if you need to lift up a little bit out of this, that's fine. And last one. Good, everything comes in, sit up nice and tall, push your legs out in front of you. Legs go nice and straight, a little bit wider than the hips, maybe about max distance apart. We'll take a spine stretch, reaching the arms out in front of you. I want you to inhale, sit up tall, exhale, draw belly button to spine like you just got punched in the stomach. Round a little bit through the upper back as you reach forward for your toes. Good, exhale, we'll pull back up. Inhale, we sit up nice and tall. Exhale, like you just got punched in the stomach. Reach for the toes, round at the upper back. Crown of the head points forward towards whatever is right in front of you. Good, we'll do one more. Good, now with that, everything's gonna roll down to the mat. You can bring the legs together, scooch forward just a little bit. Everything's gonna come down. I'm not gonna make you do anything super complicated. Good, okay, from here, we'll put the legs out in front of us. Hands are gonna come down right by your sides. I want you to press the palms down, press the triceps down, roll the shoulders all the way down and back onto the mat. Whew. On your inhale, we're gonna bend at the right knee. Pull the right knee so it comes up above your hip. I want you to reach for the hamstring. All we're gonna do is bend and straighten the leg. So inhale, we kick. Exhale, we bend. Good, we'll extend and bend. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good, I want you to kick your leg up, hold it there, hands come down by your side. We'll start to draw some pretty big circles, crossing the right toes across the body over towards the left. We'll circle down, around, and then back up through center. You don't have to make it a huge circle. It can stay pretty tiny, but I do want you to start to tap into what's going on in your body, see how things feel. I want you to stay evenly weighted through both of your hips. So you'll feel as we cross over towards the left, that right hip really wants to lift off of the mat, and that's okay. Just make sure we're not lifting so much that we're completely rolling onto the left hip and putting all of that pressure on the left side. Good. Use your upper body to help you stabilize, so really keep pressing down into the palms of the hands, the triceps, and the backs of the shoulders. On your next circle, go ahead and take it in the other direction. We'll start going over towards the right, bring it down, around, and then exhale to take it back up. Remember, it doesn't have to be a big circle, so keep it small, that'll help you. Although I will say smaller is sometimes a little bit harder. That's okay, you can handle it. 2 more. 2. And last one. Good. Okay, we're gonna bend at the knee, grab back onto that hamstring. Now we're gonna move a little bit in the left leg. So I want you to keep grabbing onto your right leg. On your inhale, we'll take the left leg. We're gonna inhale to lift that left leg up to about 45. Exhale to drop it right back down. Maybe you hover the left heel, maybe you tap it all the way back down, whatever feels right. Good. This is where we realize how heavy the legs are. We'll do 2 more like that. 2. And last one. Good, drop that left heel down. We'll release the right leg, push that right leg out in front of us. We'll do the same thing over on the left. Inhale to bend the knee, grab onto the hamstring. We'll just start to bend and extend. Inhale, we kick. Exhale, we bend. Good. So you'll feel like a little bit of movement, obviously, in the hamstring. We're getting a little bit of a warm up through the back of the leg. Good, and if you have tight hamstrings, this one might be a little bit tricky for you. So take your leg wherever you need it. Maybe it's a little bit further out from you, that's okay. Whew, okay, 2 more. 2. And last one, we kick the leg up, we'll hold it there. Hands come back out by your sides. We start to draw our circles. Point your toes and we'll cross the left foot across towards the right. Bring it down, around, back up through center. Try to use your exhale as you come up the circle. Good. Keep your upper body as stable as you can on the mat. And we try to stay as heavy as we can in both of the hips. I mean, your body's gonna move a little bit. That's just the nature of stuff like this, and that's okay. But try your best. Like really, just try your best to stabilize and push evenly. Good. The next circle, we'll take it around the opposite way. Starting to go out towards the left, down, around, back up through center. Good. I know we definitely did this last month, and that's fine. This is a really good exercise to do. It's like so subtle and so small that you're really actually able to connect a little bit better into your body. Good. One more circle. Good. Bend that left knee, grab onto your hamstring, hold it there. You can pull it pretty close in towards your chest, and we'll start to move at the right leg. So you can point the right toes. We're gonna exhale to lift that right leg up so it comes to about 45, whatever that looks like for you. We'll exhale to drop the heel down. Good. Now it doesn't have to be a huge lift. If you start just by lifting the heel about 2 inches, that's perfect. We're not gonna do a whole lot. Just 2 more. 2. And last one. Good. Everything comes down. We'll release the left leg down. Take a breath. Maybe reach the arms up overhead. Take a big inhale breath. Reach some energy out through the fingertips and through the toes. And big exhale, we'll let it go. Everything's gonna come back in. I want you to lift your knees up so that your knees come up above your hips. We find a tabletop position at the knees. What I want you to do here is bring your hands right to the tops of your legs. We're gonna straighten out the arms. We really find that true tabletop so the knees get above the hips. Now what we're gonna do here, we'll start moving through our right leg. So I actually want you to drop the left foot down so we can just work on that right side. You can take the left hand down to the mat. Now we gently push the right hand into the top of the left leg. We're gonna do a single-sided dead bug. On your inhale, we are going to kick the right leg forward as we open the right arm back. We'll exhale, squeeze everything back in. Think about drawing belly button to spine. Find that little bit of pressure between the hand and the leg. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we close. Okay. That gentle pressure from the hand into the top of the leg is gonna help us to get into our low belly, our transverse abdominals. It's a little belt that goes across from hip point to hip point. Okay, so as you exhale and pull that knee back above the hip, that's what you're gonna feel engaging. 2 more. 2. And last one. Good, we'll do the same thing over on the other side. Right foot drops, right hand down, left knee lifts. We push that left hand right into the top of the leg. Find that little bit of pressure. So before you even start to move, it's gentle pressure straightening out through that left arm. We inhale to open left leg, left arm. Exhale, squeeze it back in. As you take your exhale, I want you to think about knitting your rib cage together. So you're pulling all those muscles through the front of your body, little bit closer towards your midline, towards the center of the body. Good. Now it doesn't have to be a huge movement. I know for me, sometimes even just pushing the leg out to 45 gets a little bit dicey, gets a little bit funky. So just do what works for you. 2 more. Last one. Now we're gonna move through both sides. So I want you to lift that right knee up. We find that tabletop position like we started. Right now we're gonna alternate sides. So I want you to inhale, open right arm, right leg. Exhale, squeeze it in. Same thing on the left. As we're opening up through one side, I want you to keep pushing through your opposite hand. Dead bugs are hard. But you got it. We'll do 1 more each side. And then everything's gonna come in. Hug your knees into your chest. You can rock the hips side to side. Take a breath. Good, we'll bring the feet back down to the mat, about hips distance apart. We're gonna work on finding our ab curl. So let's start with the hands up above the shoulders. On our exhale, we'll start to press the hands down to the outsides of the hips as we lift up through the head, neck, and shoulders. Good, inhale, we're gonna lower everything back down. Head's gonna be the last thing to touch down as we drop the hands over the shoulders. Good. As we crunch up, you can think about pushing through mud or pushing down water, pushing down resistance, whatever, with the hands. So we get a little bit of pressure in the hands as we crunch up. And as you're crunching up, you want to think about tucking chin to chest. So we try to get the chin parallel to the ground. Your gaze points right to the tops of your legs or even down a little bit towards your belly button. Good, we'll do 3 more like that. Good, we'll take 1 more big crunch up and we'll start to take our Pilates 100. So hold up high in that crunch, start to pump your hands right by your hips. Really active through the arms. Pilates 100 is a standard classical mat Pilates exercise, so I do it a lot in my workouts. Good, if you feel like you need a little bit of support on your head, I want you to take 1 hand, bring it right at the base of your neck, so you get a little bit of extra support, and we can just switch out the hands. Keep breathing. You can maybe switch the hands if you've got 1 hand behind. Good. Okay, we're gonna hold here. I'm gonna count you down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes down, head drops down, hands come down by your sides, rock your knees from side to side so you get a really big release. That's always when I hear my back crack a little bit. That's okay. All right, legs are gonna go out in front of you. We'll take 1 roll up to bring ourselves up so hands can come up over the shoulders. We'll exhale, peel up through the head, neck, and shoulders, push down a little bit into your hips, come all the way up through seated, take it 1 step further, big forward fold. Good. Okay, from here, we are gonna swing the legs around. We'll come into a tabletop position. Okay, hands down on your mat, knees are gonna be back. We have the shoulders right on top of the wrists, hips right on top of the knees. And I want you to tuck your toes under. We're gonna work on doing knees off. Okay, so find that tabletop position, then tuck those toes under. I want you to take a really big exhale, push into the palms of your hands, draw that belly button to spine, hover the knees off of the mat, inhale, drop it back down. We're gonna do that 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Everything comes down, untuck the toes, press the hips to the heels, take a stretch, take a breath. Okay, from here we'll reset into a modified plank position. Walk your knees back just a little bit so the knees are back behind the hips. Good. We'll take a nice deep breath here. And what I want you to do is take an exhale breath to scoop through the low belly, push your hips back towards your heels, like you're about to take a child's pose, and then we inhale, pull back, so you stack the shoulders over the wrist. Big exhale, scoop out through that low belly, push hips to heels. Good, inhale, reset, bring it back in. Good. Really use that exhale to help you get into your low belly. We'll just do 2 more. This will be 2. And last one. Good, everything's gonna come in. I want you to take the left hand to the center of your mat, open up towards the left side of your room, stacking the knees right on top of each other. Now right away, if being up on the hand doesn't feel so good on your wrist, I want you to come down to your left forearm. And you choose where you want to stay. I'm gonna hang out on the forearm. I want you to take the right arm, reach that right arm up over your shoulder, and we'll start to take a little twist, inhaling to reach the left hand underneath the side of your body, exhaling to lift back up. Now for a little bit of a challenge, your gaze can follow your fingertips. I am confident we did this last month in our beginner core workout. This is a pretty good staple to do to help you get into the obliques. If you want a little bit more, you can take that right leg, extend it out over your left knee. Makes it a little bit more challenging. So if you're feeling good here, go ahead and take that right leg out. We'll just do 2 more here. 2. And last one. Good. Now we can bring everything in, drop the hips down, take a breath, right? Take a breath, and we'll just take it right over to the other side. I'm gonna swing around. This will be our last little push of this core workout. So however you wanna take your side plank, you can stack the knees, come up onto the hand if that makes you feel good. If that's a good spot for you, go ahead and take it there. I'm gonna come down to my right forearm, so I'll leave it up to you however you feel most comfortable. Reach that left arm up and we'll inhale to thread the left hand underneath the side of the body. Exhale to lift it back up. So lots of work through that right side oblique to help you keep that right hip lifted up and away from your mat. We'll check in with the hips here. Just make sure your hips stay squared off towards me. We're only rotating in the upper body. And if you want to extend that left leg out, you are welcome to do that. Listen, it's a beginner core workout, but if you want a little bit more, I've got it for you. But we'll do 2 more. This will be 2. And last one. Good. Everything's gonna come down, hips drop down. And I want you to swing those legs around, pop up onto the knees. We'll find a tabletop position to take a couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling to dip the belly down, opening up through the chest, drawing the shoulder blades together, pointing that gaze just slightly forward. We'll exhale to push into the palms of the hands, curve the spine up, look back towards the tops of your legs. 2 more like that. Good. Then we'll start to press the hips back to the heels. Take a big child's pose, reaching the arms long in front of you. Maybe you let the forehead sink down towards the mat. And walk both of our hands over towards the right, finding length through the left side of the body, reaching hips back towards the heels. Take a deep breath here. Then we'll walk the hands back through center and then over towards the left. Finding length in the right side of the body, reaching hips to heels. Big deep breath. And when you're ready, we'll walk the hands back through center. Start to walk your hands up so we come back up into a seated position. And that is where I'm going to leave you. Congratulations, you made it through the first day of our week-long Beginner Pilates series. Hope to see you guys back here tomorrow. If you want more of a cool down stretch, I'm gonna link last month's cool down right here. Go ahead and do that. Remember, you guys are awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. I just can't resist you. You got me drunk in love, drunk in